We shot like 5 times.
A young man shot dead while at home with his cousin.
Said they had to shoot from the outside.
I heard their feet running out.
It's like the guy that shot him came to my house.
Detectives track an elusive suspect,
He supposedly fled to some sort of family compound.
but he's always one step ahead.
Wow. Fool me once, can't fool me twice.
And the clock
Love the police!
is ticking. For homicide detectives, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
What is the location of the emergency? Okay, so listen to me. We're going to get you some help. Tell me exactly what happened.
Man, I don't know. I just heard shots ring out of nowhere. He got hit.
Okay, are you with the patient now?
Yeah, she's dead breathing.
Okay, I'm going to get you some help, sir.
Hurry up.
Is the person that shot him still nearby? Police have to secure the scene. Is the assailant still nearby? Different.
I was right about to lead worship for church this morning. What's up, man?
That's gonna be the primary right there, baby.
What's up, man? How you doing? Alright, so victim was transported, right?
Transported to the hospital.
Paramedics transported the victim to the hospital, but he died in the ER.
So who's our victim?
You gotta take this.
23-year-old Deonta Davis grew up in Mobile and worked for FedEx. He leaves behind his mother, sister, girlfriend, and her young daughter.
Victim lived inside the house.
Right.
He was shot inside the house.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is going to be your room. We shot like 5 times.
Deonta was shot twice in his
There's a cases that we found.
in the bedroom where Deonta was found
380.
Yep.
are 4 spent .380 shell casings.
I wonder if they stood over. That's possible. There's a phone.
Deonta's cell phone is on the living room floor.
Let's just make sure we collect that marijuana in the front room. It was prepackaged. We got 2 there.
Yeah, 2 of them in the back of his car.
Deonta's cousin, Michael, and his roommate, who were inside when the shooting happened, have agreed to talk back at homicide.
One of the guys was in the same bedroom as him. But he said he was asleep, so he didn't really say anything. Okay. This other guy that said that he was in there bathing his little cousin.
Deonta's cousin, Michael, was babysitting when the shooting took place.
I got his name for standing for it. Standing 2 feet.
Where's the baby?
We let the baby go down. The baby's like,
Patrol allowed a friend of Michael's to take the baby from the scene.
the dude stated no one came inside that house. Yes. He said they had to shoot from the outside. But they found a casing in there.
So what they're saying is that they believe somebody came on the side of the house and shot into the house. That's what they're saying. That one. Yeah, that looks basically that one.
Beside the house
Very 9mm.
are several shell casings of various calibers.
There's a 32.
All these cases are different. Some of them may or may not be a part of today's scene.
We got a couple of holes inside the house. Where is the actual room that he was shot in? It is this one? Yeah. So that was from today. It's pretty good.
Well, if you look at the casing, see the orange markers right there?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't get a bullet out of it.
Yeah.
You think it occurred outside or inside?
I don't know yet. Originally, they're basically saying somebody came on the side of the house and shot in the house. But we got casings, that roof. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's as cut and dry as we thought. Hey man, I saw that missed call. What's up?
Barton speaks to Detective Jeremy Birch, who was at the hospital with Deonta's family.
Does the family know he's deceased?
The family has no idea who would want Deonta dead.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick canvas.
Barton turns to Deonta's neighbors.
You hear any gunshots?
I saw police cars come down there. That's all I seen. I didn't hear no gunshot.
Probably out in church. Joyce and I are going to interview these two witnesses. Basically, at this point, we need to lock down these two witnesses' statements, see if they're corroborating the evidence that we have. Let's see what we get. I'm Detective Barton, that's Detective Nettles. Where are you currently living? So in the house that we were just in. Okay. So how long has Deonta lived at that house?
I think 9 years.
And who is Deonta to you?
My brother.
Might as well like a good old boy friend, like a brother to you, but not your actual brother.
No,
Okay, I got you. So just kind of walk me through and tell me what you were doing and what you remember. Where's your kid? You seen who fall?
He says while they were on the phone with 911, he heard a car speed away.
Gotcha. And you didn't see the person that did the shooting whatsoever. How was the gunshot stand fired? Did it sound like it was in the room with you? So it's possible that the shooter could have been in the room and then you see. Can I be honest with you? Do you know the status of Deonta? He's dead. Okay. So this is a serious situation with us for the most part. We know without a shadow of a doubt that you are not telling us everything. So if anything else happened in the house you have not told us, now is the time to tell us. I'm specifically referring to the shell casings that we found inside the bedroom. What was that about? When did Michael shoot out the window? What kind of doing this with? So the shell casings that are in the room came from a couple of nights ago. Do you have any other pistols inside of the home? Alright, we're gonna talk to Mike. I'm Detective Barton. Just taking nettles.
So, did you see the person that fired the shots?
No, I did not.
Do you believe that he was shot on the outside or inside?
Trust me, I heard their feet running out.
So you think that he was shot from the outside?
I believe so.
We found the shell casings that were inside your room. We've got to be able to explain those being there.
I had a 380. I shot out the window a few times a few days ago.
What were you doing?
Tested it.
Why out the window? Like, that's kind of...
Because I'm nervous when I walk outside, police gonna walk by and see me shooting a dog on gun. You know, it's understandable. I'm doing something stupid, man.
I'm gonna tell you that makes absolute sense.
It
does.
But I got rid of him. I sold it to my big dog on the other side of the bed.
Now, you think that you'll be able to get the gun? We've got to be able to explain those being there. And always by getting the gun and mash it up.
I can get it back.
Alright, so tell us what's been going on in regards to Deontay.
What you need?
Nobody comes on a Sunday morning and kills somebody with no reason.
He had some fake 20, man. But one of your homeboy. Talking about he finna try to get him hoes up for Reggie.
He says 3 days ago, $20 bills.
So who would he be trying to pass those 20s on to?
There's some guy, he say he got some Haitian friends. That's the only reason I think be mad at him. But I don't know.
The Haitian?
Yeah.
Alright, give us a second, man. Seems to be pretty believable, the situation that they're in. I don't think that they're involved. Alright, man, listen. That gun's gotta be accounted for DD, alright? This officer can take that. I mean, the best lead we got right now is definitely that counterfeit money. You know, he probably met the wrong dude and ripped him off and then paid the consequence for it. So we're gonna try to piece that together and see if that's, the cause of his death. I'm gonna go through his phone, see if we can come up with somebody. Gotta find the dude with the Haitian dreads. Yeah.
The team searches Deontay's contacts and social media for anyone matching the suspect's description.
They're not real thick, but I mean, they're long dreads.
Did you talk to anyone today on his phone? No. Shoot. You pull a rabbit out of my hat. Detective Barton.
Deontay's mother reaches out.
I'm so sorry that we're speaking on these terms.
No, thank you.
When was the last time you spoke to your son?
About a week ago. It was just regular general conversation.
Okay. Has any of his friends reached out to you or offered any sort of idea of what happened or anything?
And actually, he's not going to ever say anything about nothing like that. Any negativity he got, I've always tried to take that away from him and leave him in a wrong way.
Right. Okay. Call me if you have any questions, all right? And I will call you if I get new information, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There's nothing else we can do tonight. So we'll regroup tomorrow and we'll kind of figure out if we can find this guy that he might have been trying to buy some weed from. Because it's pretty sensitive. Basically, I got some information last night.
An anonymous tipster called in about the murder.
He basically says that at 8 o'clock last night, his friend calls him and says, "Hey man, did you know that Tay was killed yesterday?"
The tipster knows Deontay as Tay.
It's like, "No, I had no idea." It's like, "Yeah, what's crazy is the guy that shot him came to my house, like right after it happened, and tried to give me the gun and some drugs, and that he was bragging about shooting Tay." He said
his friend Tay was killed by a guy named Michael, who's fat and has a beard, that may be somehow related to the family. Now, why that's interesting is as I was getting that information from him, I also got a call from Birch, and you could just fill us in.
So my dad called me last night. He got some information from one of his sources.
Birch's father, Paul Birch, is a captain in the Mobile Sheriff's Office.
He also said that the shooter's name was Michael, possibly related to the victim. Supposedly, after the shooting, this Michael fled to some sort of like family compound or something over at Plateau. Didn't give an address, but he did say the whole property is surrounded by like a big privacy fence with barbed wire.
So is it Michael Montgomery?
The only issue with that would be that the information like Birch had was that he fled to the family's house on Plateau. Well, we had Michael after the shooting, and he was here at Echo. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible Michael's our shooter. Maybe some information's crossed down the line.
Well, I got the address.
Barton's tipster gave an address for the person who overheard the shooter's confession.
See if he can give us some more information about the suspect. All right, let's do it. Somebody's home. Hey, how you doing?
The homeowner says the witness isn't there.
He's not in any trouble, for real.
I'm sure you won't. Can you get in contact with the police? I mean, I don't know where he is. He don't have no phone. I have the phone. So.
Where does he stay? He stays with you?
No, he was home.
According to the homeowner, the witness lives at his relative's house, just around the corner.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Does he usually come here every day or not often?
Okay. We need to talk to him. Okay. And if you get in contact with him, just have him call.
Striking out, striking out. Let me find this guy now.
If you want everything now,
I do. I mean, we could try look up that house on Plateau.
Supposedly, this Michael fled to some sort of like family compound over at Plateau.
Plateau, also known as Africa Town, is an historic community founded by former slaves in the north section of Mobile.
You cool if we drive out there? Let's do it. See if we get lucky and find a Michael.
compound, huh?
Yeah. Here's the kind of a gated.
In that ballpark.
Yeah.
Off wire around.
Yeah, this could be it.
I ain't meant to drive through your property. I think I'm lost. Yes, ma'am. I'm with the police department.
Y'all should have came me up 15 minutes out.
Why? What happened?
A woman at the house says she's been having trouble with her nephew and gives detectives his name.
She don't do nothing with a fair drug and ride around with a gun and he's just a bad apple. I mean, he gonna get his brother in a world of trouble.
Now, who is his brother? Michael. And how old is your older brother, Michael?
Come out here, shoot dice.
So they bring a lot of riffraff.
Yeah.
brother look? Can you pull his Facebook up for me?
Is heavyset and wears a beard.
He said that his friend Tay was killed by a guy named Michael, who's fat and has a beard. Does either one of them have a phone number?
Yeah.
They give detectives Michael's phone number.
So nice to meet you, and we'll certainly be checking in on you, okay?
He's got a beard and he's got freaking... That's gotta be him. So we're gonna go back to headquarters, see what we can put together now that we got a suspect.
Their possible suspect, Michael, has no prior convictions.
This is the victim of the homicide's phone. I'm trying to see if phone number 4 Mike is in this phone.
Detectives search for any communication between Dianta and Michael, but come up empty.
The Michael guy. I think that was a white rabbit. You gotta exhaust all leads, I guess.
With less than 14 hours left in the first 48.
So tomorrow we're just gonna keep looking for this key witness that actually talked to the shooter after the shooting occurred. And if I can get this guy to tell me how he knows him or whatnot, then that's just one step closer to closing this case.
Responded to the murder of 23-year-old Dianta Davis. Discovered Dianta's roommate and cousin were home during the shooting, but didn't get a look at the shooter. Received anonymous tips that the shooter named Michael and that he fled to a family compound after the murder. Located the compound and identified Michael, but don't believe he was involved in the shooting. The next morning,
basically came to work this morning to him coming in.
The witness that overheard the shooter's confession finally comes forward.
It was a situation where obviously people that we made contact with told him that obviously that Detective Ward was interested in talking to him, and first thing this morning he came to police headquarters.
Hey, I'll take the part. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming down. Do you have any idea what we want to talk to you?
Shit, don't sleep at home.
He says he knows Dianta by the nickname Shaq.
Do you need information at all?
Police act up. I ain't know what going on. I seen the police down as I went down.
He says the morning of the murder, he went to check if Dianta was okay.
I seen the baby. I said, man, don't let the baby out there and all that. Watch that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got the baby. And like my little baby.
And you got that bag from?
Oh, the fake dude, Mike.
Yeah, Montgomery.
Yeah, all the way late night with Big Mike. I think we saw him.
I got you.
I got the baby in the bag. I got when I got $3 on. Girl club in the great car, got the baby and the bag. He said you got that bag.
Who said it was a guy in that baby bag?
Said the people in the hood.
How would they know that it was a gun in the
Well,
bag?
they hang them. They hang with these fools.
Now, how was it a situation where out of all the people that were out there, why did Michael come to you and say,
I'm the first one out there.
I got you. What kind of great car was it?
Cameras.
Was it a car that you were familiar with? Had you ever seen that vehicle before?
No.
What do you think happened in that house?
Man,
He says he believes that either Dianta's cousin or roommate shot Dianta.
was my shot shit. Yeah, I know shit in the key.
All right, man. Appreciate you talking to us. We're gonna have to verify this information. Can we pull? Oh, I can't.
Detectives pull up body cam footage from first responders to the shooting.
That's Michael.
The footage shows Michael Montgomery asking officers if he can retrieve a pair of pants from his bedroom.
You see that? Is that a bag? There's a bag in his left hand.
He's got the bag in his hand before he even get his baby. He went in the room. I ain't even get no pants. He didn't go in the room with no pants.
He went in there and got the damn gun.
Wow.
Played us, though.
He played me.
I'm frustrated because, we didn't realize, that he got past patrol with a bag, and that bag probably had a gun in it, maybe even the murder weapon.
And the duffel bag's passed all. Not searched, not checked.
You gotta just regroup and get back on it, GB. You gotta get back on the horse and just keep riding, man. You'll be alright. I got faith in you, GB.
I appreciate that. This guy. Obviously, that's probably not true. Hey, man. Can we set something up this afternoon?
Martin arranges to interview Deonta's roommate, who was in jail on an unrelated warrant.
Okay, sounds good. Nettles and I are going to go to Metro and interview this guy to see if he'll come off anything.
Oh, man, you got any idea why you think we're here? We're here because we want to give you an opportunity to tell the truth. We know that it was not a situation where you were asleep and had no idea what happened inside the house. So, what have you not told us about that morning yet? You're leaving something out. And you got to understand, we're talking about murder. You need to be thinking about your future. You need to be thinking about what are you going to do for the rest of your life. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
What happened in that house?
Okay, so, when we woke up that morning, he said they was hard. Like had also beating somebody. And they was moving like to beat me. Getting shot somebody.
He says Deonta also goes by the nickname Didi.
Didi disrespected Michael did that. Didi got mad. Didi pushed Michael mad. But I guess Michael pushed Didi a little hard. So when Michael pushed Didi grabbed the shotgun and fell in the shoes. Mike grabbed his gun and ready.
He claims Deonta pointed the shotgun at Michael.
And he was not on that shit. And Michael was like, oh for real. So then you feel me, Didi cocked it back. And Michael started shooting. Michael shot.
How many times did Michael shoot him?
I think about 4 or 5.
Why did he shoot some of his numbers?
No, I don't know why. I feel like he got shoot every time.
Where did the shotgun go and where did the .380 go?
The shotgun, I don't know where it's great.
The shotgun's not in the house because we went in that house and we didn't find the shotgun.
Well, we last time I see, we get out. So, it ain't much I can really tell you on that.
So why wouldn't y'all tell us that initially?
I don't know.
You got it.
Basically says that, Michael and Didi got in this argument and Didi upped the shotgun and kind of turned into this self-defense thing. So in the end of the day, we have a witness who saw the shooting and saw what led up to the shooting. But we don't have a weapon that was supposed to be used by Didi. So we're kind of at like a crossroads. We're looking at either a self-defense case or an all-out, straight-up homicide. So I think the best thing to do is probably confront Montgomery on the self-defense angle and see what he has to say.
Yeah.
The next night,
We got some information where he might be, so we're gonna go try to locate him right now.
the team gets word that Montgomery is staying at a relative's house in nearby Pritchard.
He's not getting away again. Fool me once, can't fool me twice.
to him. It's a safety issue. You gotta come out and talk to us. Is he here? Go
Okay.
Go get him. Get him out. Tell him to come out.
There he is. Hey, turn around. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Come right here.
Ground your knees. Ground your knees.
Down your knees. What did I do, y'all? I'm gonna talk to you, man.
What you understand, man? Y'all got me like I'm a criminal or something, man.
Confront him with the things that I know that are true and see where it goes. All right, man. So basically, I want you to understand that you're just being detained. Do you want to talk to me?
If you need to talk to me, thank you guys. I'll talk to you.
All right, man. So I need you to tell me what happened to Deontay.
I told you what happened to me, man. I got up, got in the bathroom, closed the door. A few seconds later, I heard some. I grabbed my baby, turned around out the door. All I see is Didi falling to the floor. Try to call the police.
Okay.
After that, that's when the police showed up.
Okay.
And that was the end of that.
So basically exactly what you told me the first time. Looking at you in the eyes at 1 o'clock in the morning and saying, you need to tell me the truth now, then you better realize what time it is right now. All right, Michael? Because the story that you're telling me is not the truth.
What's the point of me lying to you? What's the point of me playing games? I done lost too much of my family, man.
Michael,
The streets that I already played.
you're about to lose a lot more than your family. All right, this is a joke. We're not playing around.
I done already told you what happened that morning.
Right, I know what you
My brother
told me.
went in the bathroom and jumped off.
In that house, something happened different than you just being in the bathroom. I know it, and the reason I know it is because you weren't the only one in the house.
You're bashing me right now for blood.
I'm not bashing it. I'm not
That's my
bashing it.
family, man. Detective, that's my brother, man.
Hey,
How you gonna do that to me? That's
Mike,
my brother,
Mike.
detective.
No one understand this, man. All right? We gave you this opportunity. Not to bash you, not to mess with you, not to come at you the wrong way, but to make you understand that as a man, you need to face up and you need to tell the truth. Because whatever you told me 2 days ago is not the truth. We know that. The evidence that we've collected dictates that. And the statements that we've gotten dictate that. And you need to understand how serious that is. And be thankful for the opportunity that you get to try to explain what happened that morning.
I don't know what to tell you. So I'm just gonna be quiet and take it. Simple as that.
Yep. Hey, Jennifer, it's Barton.
Barton presents his case to the DA's office to see if there is enough probable cause to arrest Michael Montgomery for murder.
All right, cool. All right. Thanks. We have sufficient evidence to charge Michael Montgomery with the murder of Deontay. Michael had every opportunity to tell us what really happened, and he refused to do that. So we can only go with the facts of this case, which is there's casings that were recovered from a 380 that he said he was in possession of at some point in time. In that bedroom, we have a statement that an altercation occurred between him and Deontay. All right, Michael, stand up for me.
I'm going to Metro.
Yeah, you're going to Metro. You're under arrest for murder of Devontae Davis.
Time that he walked into police headquarters, the first time that we talked to him, I believed him. It seemed like he was genuinely concerned. It's a situation where Deontay, he can't come back, where he's not going to recover. He's not going to get a second chance at life.
It's just crazy. This all could have been avoided if somebody just walked out of the house. I mean, I think he shot that man over buying some bad weed. His brother said some smart remark, and he took it too far. And that's literally what happened. Crazy.
What happened?
Are you up here with us any work you did?
you have anything to say to the victim's family or anything? That's my family. Who's your family? Deontay is my family.
Hey, is this Miss Autry?
Yes.
Hey, Miss Autry, this is Detective Barton. We spoke a couple days ago. I want to let you know that we arrested Michael Montgomery for the murder of your son.
They got Michael Montgomery. Okay. Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I just thank you so much. Thank you.
The next night,
You guys all want to have a seat in here.
Barton meets with Deonta and Michael's family.
I'm so sorry that we're meeting under these circumstances. I can't imagine how hard it is for your entire family.
They think it's his money, but the issues always got resolved some kind of way. Deontay's a jokester. He probably was cracking jokes.
Right.
I couldn't take it, got mad. It went from bullshit to Mike actually wanted to throw punches. And when it wasn't going his way, he decided to pull out a firearm.
I mean, I can't sit here and say that I understand why, because I can't grasp around my mind with no human being how you can sit before somebody and take somebody's life.
Right.
You've been around that person
All your life.
all your life. And you can just do that?